Hello and welcome. I am Scarpalock, and this is City of Heroes. On the Rebirth server, we are with Shrike, our mutation Stalker, who's level 34, 291,000 XP to go to get to level 35. And we're on a story arc for Peter Stamets, the Library of Lost Souls. We are in City Hall because we just brought Azuria the crystals that we collected, and now he says he just heard from her. She had a roadblock analyzing the crystals, so she called in a specialist, Naomi Hutchins, an expert on geometric magics and earth sorceries, but Naomi never showed up. We think the circle got to her, so can you go rescue her? So now we need to go to Founders Falls, which we can do very quickly and easily by just zooming over to OUROBOROS and then going straight to Founders Falls. We are still doing the missions on +2. So far, we've been able to do a couple of them against the circle without any difficulties, so I'm going to leave it that way. And I'm only going to lower it if it becomes impossible, like fighting an elite boss. Like, I don't know if we could fight the Envoy of Shadows like this. But that's not this story arc, that's a later story arc. I don't remember what ending boss we have with this arc, to be honest. It's been a while since I played it, and I've only played it once since coming back to City of Heroes, so... And we're just gonna have to go up. And over. And there is the cave entrance. So, you know, in an earlier episode, I talked about one of the innovations of City of Heroes being the completely free Z-axis, right? Full and complete. I don't know if we're going to lead her out. I suspect we will. So let's go ahead and kill our way in. Anyway, I talked about how the full and complete ability to go in all three directions equally, no bias toward vertical versus horizontal, was something that was really rather new when City of Heroes came out, certainly for MMOs. And that's one of the innovations they had. But today I thought I would talk about another innovation we don't see in my playthroughs because I just solo the game. But for group members, for being in groups, and for people who are friends with each other and who consequently may play at different rates but want to play together, one of the things that City of Heroes pioneered, and this is unfortunately one of the ones that wasn't copied, the vertical freedom is common in many MMOs now and in many video games, but this next thing I'm going to talk about was not copied, and I've always found it unfortunate that it wasn't copied because it's one of the best, if not the best, feature of the game. And MMO creators, MMO developers, friggin' copy each other about everything. Everything. They're constantly copying each other. And they hardly ever innovate, right? They're always doing what WoW did, World of Warcraft, or World of Warcraft is doing what Star Wars The Old Republic did, or whatever. There's always copying each other. There's very little innovation in the MMO world. And when they see another MMO got a good idea that's popular with its player base, they copy it. Even City of Heroes did this. They copied World of Warcraft's auction house. That's what Wentworth's is. That's why it's there, is they were trying to copy a popular feature of World of Warcraft. And this is going to be a tough one. Let's go ahead and add some accuracy. Let's try to stay out. And I wasn't hidden, was I? Placate. We should be able to assassinate him. Oh, maybe not. So in any case, going back to what I was saying, the feature that I think is amazing, that's one of the best, probably the best feature in the entire game. Look at this. Even with an accuracy, even with 2 accuracy inspirations, what do I have to hit? 46%, even with 2. With 3, maybe now I can hit. It's ridiculous that you need 3 accuracy inspirations just to hit the guy. I mean, debuffing is one thing, but to debuff that much is absurd. So going back to what I was talking about, right? The feature that I think is so groundbreaking, was so good in this game, that nobody bothered to copy, was sidekicking. What an awesome mechanic that was, and is. You join a group, and in the original incarnation of sidekicking, which I still think it's maybe not as convenient as the way it currently is, but it's the best, just because it really is being a sidekick. One person in the group can mentor one other person, and you mentor them up to your level, -1. So I'm a level 34. A level 6 could join my team, and I could mentor that person up to a level 33. Oh, this is going to be really fun with no accuracy inspirations. This is going to suck. You know what, guys? I'm going to pause it here. I'm going to run out and get like a whole tray of accuracies, and then I'll come back because this is just ridiculous. And I'll be right back, and I'll continue my thoughts about sidekicking. And we're back, and it's a good thing that I went out and got some accuracy. Look what we got over here. So I'm going to have to try to pull these guys. I don't know if that's going to work. Might be able to pull them over this way. Notice I got a whole tray of accuracy inspirations. Let's just see what's around. I'm going to scout it out. Maybe we don't need to come that way. Wow. This is one heck of a mission. So let's just see. I'm going to patrol this and see what's where. And then we'll fight our way. So this is the Talon of Flame. So you have to beat him. But we also need... You defeat the Kidnapper and his coven. Sounds like everybody. Or at least everybody in that room. I guess we're going to defeat him. We'll start with him. We're going to take this guy out first. It's a good thing I was a little cautious, because if I had just run up and started attacking, I would have probably gotten killed. There we go. So we beat him. Now we have to beat his coven. And while we're doing that, I will go back to talking about sidekicking. So you could, with the sidekicking feature, and what was so great about it is, you could have a friend who didn't adventure as much as you, who just got the game last week, and you've had the game for 2 months, and you guys could adventure together. It didn't matter. And your friend could be just as effective as you. I really love this idea that the instances scale to your group size and to your level, and that you can get your teammates to be all about the same level by sidekicking. It was great, and it enabled everybody to play together. Like when this is true in no other MMO. When I wanted to play with my friends in City of Heroes, all we had to do was log in and play. And now, with the way sidekicking is in the current version of the game, everyone just gets sidekicked up to the leader of the group, or the highest level in the group, or whatever. And so you're all like, if I'm 34, I can grab a group of like 7 level 5s. They'll all be sidekicked up to 34. This is a bug here. They'll all be sidekicked up to level 34, and we can all play together. And so City of Heroes allowed us to maximize our playtime with our friends, and made it so that the friends didn't have to feel like they were perhaps holding us back. This has got to be the kidnapped victim here. Or that you know, like I've been in other MMOs where a friend of mine, like I was level 18 or something. I think it's World of Warcraft. I was level 18. My friend was like level 60. And I was trying to do an instance dungeon in World of Warcraft. The instance dungeons are designed for a certain... Oh, alright, we got that. We'll head out. They're designed for a certain level and party size. 5 people of level 30. And if you don't have... Or 5 people of level 15. If you don't have 5 level 15s, if you're 1 level 15 or 2 or 3 or 4, you're going to have trouble doing it. So he came in as a level 60 and just crushed the mission. Well, that's nice, but I wanted to actually do it, not just have a level 60 come in and blow everything away, right? And so he was helping me complete a quest. Nothing against that, but it's a lot more fun if you can level with, match each other's level and just go play. And I really like that feature of City of Heroes, and it's unfortunate that nobody ever chose to copy it. All right, so what do our clues say? Naomi Hutchins is safe at Magi thanks to you. She seems to have learned a lot from her time in the captivity of the Circle. We may know more about these strange crystals soon. So, now we're going to call him again. And he says, when you rescued Naomi Hutchins from the Circle of Thorns, she said she was protected by a Circle mystic named Akarist. If you really did save Naomi, and tell her how to access these strange crystals you found, maybe he's trying to get information to us. Maybe he's even looking to change sides. I've never heard of a Circle defector before, but let's find him and see if he really wants to change sides. So now we need to go to BRICKSTOWN. So yeah, I mean, I think the City of Heroes, with the combo of matching the mission to your group size and level, allowing you to match levels with each other, those two things were really great features that no other MMO that I know of has really bothered to copy, even though they copy all kinds of terrible features from each other all the time. It's really a shame. Even Champions Online, which was built by the people who made this game, doesn't have the same kind of system where everything is just the correct level all the time, pretty much, that City of Heroes has. I think Champions Online's problem was they had to differentiate themselves quite substantially from City of Heroes to avoid a lawsuit from NCSoft. And so that may have been part of it. But I remember being very frustrated in Champions Online that they don't do the level matching and the side kicking. I mean, they do side kicking, I think, in a similar way, but they don't level match and group size match the missions, right? They do more like what World of Warcraft does, which they say this is a 4-person level 15 mission, and if you go in with any other combo, it's either going to be too easy or too hard. Whereas City of Heroes always tried to make every single mission be the right difficulty, and you can see that with us, right? I have it set up a little higher, +2, because we're a Stalker, but the nice thing about City of Heroes is that whenever I go into a mission, unless I just leveled or something, it's going to be just about the right difficulty. They're not going to be wildly harder or easier from each other. It's always going to be the right difficulty for us, and consequently, we're always going to be able to do all of our missions pretty much all the time. And that was one of the kind of design philosophy tenets of City of Heroes, is that assuming you're doing your contacts at the right level and you're doing things on level, you should be able to do all of your missions all the time. Alright, we need to find Akarist and his coven, which means I don't think, that we need to fight those guys. They're right at the beginning. I don't think we're going to have to do one of these lead outs here. I am kind of using what I know about this story arc to shortcut it a little bit, in the sense that I know I'm not going to have to lead him out, so if I can avoid dealing with those double spawns of Nerva Demon lieutenants, I will. Now that I got all these accuracy inspirations, I'm probably not going to need them as much, because I'm trying to avoid. But there's going to be points where we have no choice. Yeah, I can heal too, and my heal's better than yours, buddy. Always like that Healing Flames animation. It's very cool. And I stupidly left super speed on again. Sometimes I wish I was playing live so you guys could tell me, turn off super speed! You forgot. Okay, so it looks like we can go that way. I always sort of try to head deeper when possible because I know that normally the way these missions are designed, they put the bad guy all the way in, right, as deep as you can go. Okay, these guys are going to be cool to fight. They're not bad, they're not as frustrating to fight as the Nervas. I don't mind tough. I hate constantly missing. And it's the demons make you constantly miss, although this guy isn't much better. Alright, let's try one of those. Still can't hit. 31%, even with an accuracy inspiration running. So that means he's like giving me minus 40 or something to hit. It's ridiculous. I'll assassinate this guy. Still thinking very hard about what my next character might be. This is one of the dangers of City of Heroes, especially with somebody who likes alt characters or alternate characters the way I do. It's so much fun to think about and make up new characters and imagine how they'll play and want to play them that people who play City of Heroes are often very frequently, oh boy. So the question is Icarus in here? If he's not, I'm leaving. I'm glad I can explore it without being seen. This is the prison level. I don't see Icarus in here. I assume he'll be purple. Where else have we not been? Oh, wow. Alright, we gotta go to the west. Alright, so we're gonna leave that. I'm gonna put a pin in it. Just in case. So that I know that Icarus might be in there. I doubt it. I think he's usually in a room like this. Why are there yellows in here? That's weird. You can see this is an enormous... whoa, crap. Just great. Alright, well, let's wander around here. This is an enormous room. And it's an enormous level. This mission is huge. Okay, let's go through that. Brings us back up top. It's going to be very hard to find Icarus if he's hiding among a few little guys here, right? Okay, so that's where we came up to. So there must be something else. Another way out. Yep. This way? No. There should be another way out of here. North? No. Alright, let's go back. So it must be above us. The exit. Yep. How nice that hover is. Huh. Okay, that's impossible. There's got to be another way south. There's no way they're going to make a map with this much empty space. So I missed something, as usual, to the south. There. There it is. That's what we're talking about. Okay, think of how hard this would be if we did not have our hide power. That's a dead end. There should be a hallway on the other side. Yep. Alright guys, this should be where Akarist is, I would think, somewhere down this way. Look at the size of this map. There he is. I see dialogue. There he is. Okay, now his coven's going to be other guys. But let's start with these guys and then work our way back. I don't think it'll be this whole map. I think it'll be this section of the map. So we'll start with these guys and see how it goes. Placate. That is nice to do that much damage to him. Go ahead and throw a little bit of luck on. Doesn't help that much, but it helps a little bit. He's only +2 to us, so we should not have a problem. Can't really do anything to me because he's got mezzing attacks and they don't do anything to me. Alright, so now we gotta just clean the whole place out in this section. Hopefully we don't have to clean the whole dungeon out. If we do, I will pause it and I'll bring you back when I finish it all. So we'll do this room together, and then if it's gonna keep going, I'll just do it off screen. Can I hit now? Nope. But this guy's harder than the boss. That's just ridiculous. Let's take the guide out first because he's easier. Shouldn't be missing him. Shouldn't be missing anybody with three yellows going. hitting tab like crazy to make sure I haven't missed anybody, and then we're going to go up. Did we not go through? I feel like I'm not going through it. There it is. Alright, well these guys are more annoying than the lieutenant, so I'm going to kill them first. See if we can knock them both down, that's good. Alright. And I left super speed on again. So the guides are really no trouble at all. Except when I keep missing them. Again. And that was enough, so we got a clue. And that clue reads, message from a chorist. So he wrote a message to me saying, records show that I was a kind man once, though I can barely remember that now. Perhaps that is why I've helped you more than I should. The crystals you took are no mere baubles. They are something far greater and far more horrifying. The knowledge I gave your researchers will point the way. Now that I have lived again and felt the sunlight once more, I realize that we cannot go on as we have. And so I bring you the wisdom with which to fight the evil we have become. Soon, Tiger Shrike, you will comprehend the fate of all those flung into the abyssal void. You will know the truth, and you will despair. And so now we're going to head out. And I think that will pretty much finish up this episode, guys. We'll just talk to our contact. And he says, I hope that Icarus was willing to leave. I'd hoped that Icarus was willing to leave the circle, but that may have been optimistic. No one ever leaves the circle. This note he left you was strange. I don't understand. What do you mean he left me? I defeated him. I beat him up. He's been captured. This happened when I played it with Tiger Shrike too. Why? He fought you and perished in the battle. He didn't die. I don't kill people. Alright, well, he perished in the battle and left behind a cryptic message, but I know we're going to fight him again, so I don't know how he's going to live again if he died, so that's weird. I don't remember. I do remember being kind of baffled by us having to fight him so many times in the Scrapper videos, but I'll try to pay a little more attention to the storyline and see what's going on. In the meantime, we have things to sell. Lots of salvage, none of it valuable. Several recipes. I will do that off screen, and I'll see you guys back here in the near future. Until then, I am Scarpalock, and this has been City of Heroes.